do that therapy, they lose their jobs. So Mike Davidson, Leslie Pilkington. We who run a Wilberforce Academy get targeted by the gay lobby. They say that we breach the Equality and Diversity Code, so we're chucked out of Oxford University. We're chucked out of the Law Society for holding a conference. They say that they will not give us a contract because we breached their Equality Code. Same with government buildings. The politician says that she believes that marriage is between a man and a woman. She loses her position in her party. Adoption agencies, Christian adoption agencies, close because they won't place children with 2 mums or 2 dads. Civil registrars who won't do civil unions lose their jobs because they won't. They're a public servant. They should do what they're told. The law says this, and they discriminate if they don't. Doctors removed from adoption panels. They have to do the health assessments, but removed because they will only want to abstain from placing a child in a same-sex household. Magistrates for stuff that they say behind closed doors that the child would say with the foster mum and dad and not be placed with 2 men. He gets told by the highest judge in the land, the Lord Chancellor and the Lord Chief Justice, that he was not affected by the evidence, but by his prejudice, by his religion, and he was ordered to do equality, re-education training, to teach him to think straight. A teacher lost his job because he objected to homosexuality being promoted in schools. Lydia put into isolation at school because she had a purity ring on and wouldn't take it off. Morning after pills and condoms being given. Teacher lost her job because she told a gay colleague God was not okay with her marriage. The gay colleague asked her, and that's what she said, and she was dismissed for gross misconduct. Nursery school teacher told her to stop singing songs about Jesus, otherwise she'd lose the university grant. Foster carers lose their ability to foster because they won't promote homosexuality to children in their care. And the Equality and Human Rights Commission that intervenes in the case, which is a government body, says that these foster carers would infect the children with their Christian views. So they call Christianity an infection. Street preachers are being arrested. Police are urging the public to film street preachers, to get evidence against street preachers. Take your Christian status down on Facebook, teacher, otherwise you'll lose your job. Nurses sacked for offering prayer. Homelessness prevention officers sacked for offering the hope of healing to a sick woman. Teachers sacked. People told to take out their cross. These are all our cases in recent months. The government submission in our cases at European level was that where the Christian is free to reside, the Christian is free to reside, so his religious freedom is protected. So Christian, your religion is not interfered with because you don't have to do this job if you don't want to do this job. So your religious freedom is your freedom to get out of the workplace, out of the square. And alongside all of this, what we're seeing in Britain, which is kind of only understood in the spiritual realm, is the rise of Islam. Huge ghettos, towns that are basically Sharia towns, Sharia courts operating. We've got about 2,500 mosques in our country, very often dominating skylines. Halal meat served in our prisons and in our schools and in